Ravity's blog, and welcome to my comic book discussions. Today's comic book discussion is on heroes turning to villains, and how do you feel about the situation happening in comics? In my personal opinion, I usually don't mind heroes turning to villains, as long as the story is good and it explains a lot about why the hero turned evil in the first place. However, this can get a bit complicated if the story is too forced and there is no explanation about what had caused the hero to go evil in the first place. One of my most favorite storylines that involved the hero turning into a villain was the Dark Phoenix Saga, with Jean Grey unlocking the Phoenix Force powers inside of her, goes on a rampage, and starts destroying plans and fighting her friends in the process. Now, in that particular story arc, it was more like an evil force was influencing Jean Grey, but I'll get more into that later. I enjoyed the story because it actually explored Jean Grey's feelings of becoming the Dark Phoenix, and we get a really good insight about how her powers had manifested. The Hellfire Club had manipulated her mind, and anyone who read the Phoenix Saga, which was the story arc that came before this, pretty much already knew about the Phoenix Force. As far as heroes being controlled by evil force go, I also don't mind about the concept as long as the story is good, as mentioned with the Dark Phoenix Saga. But sometimes it feels like the hero gets an easy pass out whenever their bodies are being overtaken by evil force, because we already knew that the hero wasn't in the right state of mind when that happens, and hopefully the characters in the stories will also figure that out and forgive the heroes. Sometimes. So I usually like the stories where the heroes go evil or turn anti-hero because either they experience a tragedy in their lives, like when Colossus goes to Magneto's side because of his sister Magic died when she was affected by the legacy virus, or they think that being a hero isn't worth it anymore. It allows us to see either the dark side or the vulnerable side of the hero, and a good story would explore that side and perhaps bring in the consequences of the character's actions in light. But probably the best part about heroes turning to villains is that we sometimes get to see the redemption arc for the hero after they became a villain. A good story would explore the hero seeing the error of their ways when they were a villain, and the story should set it up as the hero trying to redeem themselves for their actions, regardless of what the other characters think about them. To me, it shows the character growth in the hero, and that they are willing to admit their mistakes and try to fix it. So what do you think? Do you like the idea about heroes turning to villains, or do you hate it when heroes turn to villains? Feel free to comment below, and also feel free to follow me on Twitter so I can keep you updated on any new videos I post up. And also, if there are any other topics about comic books you want me to discuss, feel free to comment below and I'll see what I can do about it. This is Ravity's blog, and I'll see you later.